Hi, this video is more about special right triangles. If you take a look at this first example, you will notice that we've got a 90-degree angle labeled, but we're not seeing any other angles labeled in the diagram. However, we can tell that this is a 45, 45, 90 triangle because it's isosceles. Because these two legs match, we can be sure that the base angles are going to match. So these angles that are not labeled are definitely 45 degrees. So I'm going to grab my manipulative that I made in an earlier video and put it next to the question so that we can use the numbers from the ratio to help us work on the question we were given. I am going to create two fractions. One fraction is going to be about the question, and one fraction is going to be from the ratios. I'm going to use the labels leg and hypotenuse. In my question, the leg is labeled with 7√6, and the hypotenuse is labeled x. From the ratios on the manipulative, the leg is labeled 1, and the hypotenuse is labeled √2. From here, my strategy is cross multiplication. So in this direction, 1 times x. In this direction, we have 7√6 times √2. Remember, when we talked about multiplying square roots, we joked that they were a little bit snobby, that they only like to mingle with their same kind. So when I'm working on this multiplication, 7 is by itself because it's the only outside number. Underneath the roots, I have 6 times 2. So 6 times 2 is going to create a 12. Now at this point, I need to make sure this is simplest radical form. So what I'm going to do is check the factor tree for 12 and see if I have any work I can do to simplify it. So moving over here, looking at 12. 12, let's see, we got 2 times 6, and for 6, 2 times 3. Remember, it takes 2 factors to undo the square root. So for the 2, it is able to undo the root. Single factors cannot undo the square root, so they remain inside. Now, we're going to take this and jump back to where we were over here. Now, keep in mind that all the while, this 7 has just been waiting. And then from our work over here, we just got 2√3. Okay, think again about what we were talking about for multiplication with square roots. 7 and 2. They're outside numbers. 7 times 2 will create 14. For the root, 3 is the only number. And this is my final answer for the hypotenuse. I'm going to move up so you can see the whole setup of everything. More like this to follow. We'll do a couple more examples in separate videos about the 45, 45, 90 triangle. I think they post easier if they're shorter, so more to come. Take care.